Today we're going to see how this property in Metro Detroit would perform as a long-term rental in under 60 seconds. Looking through the photos here, the property seems to be in pretty good shape, so we'll set aside 2 to 3 grand for any unexpected fixes that might be needed. Also, you can see on the listing that the days on market are pretty high for this house, so we can run the numbers at an offer a little bit below the asking price. We're going to run the numbers on MichiganRentalAnalyzer.com, but just use whatever tool or spreadsheet you're comfortable with. On this page, we're going to enter in our purchase and financing data. When inputting our cost and income, we're going with $13.90 for the market rent based off of the comps in the area. Here we're putting in our operating expenses. I went with a higher SEV since this assessment's from 2024 and used this to calculate the property taxes up here. And then for property management, we're taking 10% of rent, maintenance, and CapEx will be 5% each. Here you can see our operating expenses for year one. The biggest chunk is obviously property taxes. And if you look at property management, that takes up about $1,500 worth of cash flow. So if you choose to self-manage, this number will be a lot higher. Here we have our cash flow table to see how our metrics change over the course of 30 years. And we can also pull up our ROI table to get a full picture of how this property would return with all 4 of the real estate wealth generators at work. Here we have our equity over time chart, so we can see how that changes over the course of 30 years, along with our cash flow. And down here we have our sale analysis, so we can see how long we're projected to take to recoup our initial purchase costs, and we can change the assumptions here to take more of a conservative look or a more positive outlook.